Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, issue number 2 of 5. Wow. So Mark Waid goes and gives an entire history of both, well, not the entire, but the absolute like 10 things about or explained in a minute version of Scott Lang's origin, plus Nadia Pym's, now Nadia Pym Van Dyne's history. So I dug that because the way it was done was actually really good. Because remember, these two don't like each other, but here they're starting to come to some kind of commonality, and I really dig that. I dug that a lot. I especially like that Nadia always said, you know, you're a thief of my father's work. So he points out, he's like, so didn't you technically steal stuff also? It's like the whole argument with the whole Riri Williams thing. People who don't like her, like, she stole Tony Stark's tech. No, she reverse engineered it. That's different. Dr. Doom actually stole the tech. There's a huge difference there, but one gets blamed, one doesn't. So, ulterior motives aside, these two come to a sort of reconciliation. Realistically, Nadia had to come to more of a reconciliation, but still, she seems to be a little bit more at peace, but she's also really freaked out because, mind you, she's blind. This entire issue, she's blind. And Lang is actually trying to fix her eyes. And I'm glad that he couldn't, because he's like, oh, it's an engineer and eyes are just, you know, nerve endings and capillaries and all that stuff. They're just wires, right? No, they're not. Not even remotely close. It's just like I wouldn't want a doctor trying to work on a missile silo defense project. No. Likewise, you don't want me working on, well, your eyes, because I will mess it up, all right? Anyway, so yeah, this was good. I liked this. Not a lot happened in this comic book except the origins and bringing Nadia down. But it's the way that it was executed that just made it really fun. This was the very definition of a page turner for me, because there was just so much going on in such a short time with very little, I can't even call it progress. There was a little bit of story progress, and there was a pretty fair amount of character progress also between these two. Two characters who should be so similar yet are so different. So it's hard to put exactly into words, but for the most part, exactly enough happened to make this such a good comic book. You know what I'm saying? Especially in light of the idea that I'm sitting here thinking, I love Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I don't know if I necessarily need to see this comic book. I don't think this is going to be any good. And issue 1 was fantastic. Issue 2 was almost as good, which still puts it way above average. You know, we're not shooting par here. You know what I'm saying? We're going for the eagle. This was, sorry, all golf references. This was a really good comic book that I think is definitely worth grabbing. I'm hoping that in trade it's going to be really good also. I hope that it ends on just as good a note as these first 2 issues, because this is really good. This is really good. I'm enjoying this. Anyway, the ending puts them in an interesting situation where it's like this could help out a lot. And if the roles were reversed, if Nadia were in Lang's position, she'd probably be like, I know exactly what to do from here. and what's funny is that if Lang were in her position, he'd probably know what to do from there also, because he's kind of an escape artist. So I loved this, man. This was really good. I can't wait to see what happens in the next issue. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.